Hello guys, how are you doing? Today I'd like to talk about a game that involves a lot of mystery here on the internet, LSD Dream Emulator. A weird game created in 1998 by Osamu Sato in Japan. In this video I want to demystify some things about this game and report my experience with it. The game is a great piece of surrealist art, which we thought about represent the aesthetics very well. The purpose of this game is to be a playable dream, and because of its abstract nature, it has generated many myths about this game. But when we get to know other works by Osamu Sato, we can understand that the Dream Emulator aesthetic is a character is very present in Sato's mind. His other game, Eastern Mind, The Lost Souls of Tong No, also evokes surrealist aesthetic as well as one of his musical works, Lucy in the Sky with Dynamite. As you can see, this guy can create art in most different ways. And maybe one day I will make a video about his other works, but today we will focus our attention only on Dream Emulator, his most recognized work. The game starts with a very abstract opening which already alerts us to what is to come. This is probably the longest introduction you've ever seen. This is the game menu, and here we already have something that will be very important for this reveal. As you can see, the game is divided into days, 365 to be more exact. So playing this game completely is quite complicated, and you will soon understand why. So I'm going to divide this video into three parts. Firstly, general aspects of the game. Secondly, maps. And thirdly, creatures. As I said, the game is divided into days. Each day is a different dream. You will travel from dream to dream, and to make this happen, you just need to touch any object in the map. Houses, statues, animals, stones, trees, any object will make you teleport to a new dream. Falling from a high place will make you wake up, just like it happens in real life. Some days are not playable. On those days, random events occur and replace the gameplay. I saw this screen two times, a black background with a text in Japanese. Luckily, I found what each one of them means. The first one means, the town is spreading rumors about the whales that ascend the river to give birth. Their big black tails fins were impressive. It was thought that these enormous whales saw upstream all at once in that structure. And the second text, it's confirmed that my life will end in less than 2 or 3 days. It's my fate to do so. The day I die will be on the 26th, so there's no way of stopping me now. Yeah, I told you this game was weird. Other events that can occur are live action cutscenes. There's this one about the spaceship that remind me a lot of Dead Dead Demons Dead Dead Destruction. This one from some street in Japan, and my favorite, the Scary Kids. Yeah, Japan know how to make horror sometimes. Another thing that happened to me while I was recording was that the sky turned red. This continued to happen even when I changed maps, and I don't know why this happened. Sometimes maps can get foggy or covered in writing that I never found the meaning of. There is even a texture that uses photos of real people. Another thing that I didn't quite understand how it works is the chart. Whenever you wake up, you come across this image. It gives you information like the main character's mood or the spell location for the following dream. I found this image explaining how the map works, so feel free to give a look. This map is a Japanese apartment complex. You spawn here most of the time. There are several separate cubicles with different objects. In one of them you find a person sleeping, and I think it makes sense to say that this is your character and you are seeing yourself to the dream. But I couldn't confirm this anywhere. Leaving the building there is a bar. This is a little strange for me, but maybe this is common in Japan, I don't know. You also have access to the roof. You have probably seen this scenario in several animes. It's a very small map, but probably the most popular in this game. A green field surrounded by a wall with curved faces and a large hole in the middle of the map. This hole is for you to wake up or watch this happen. I promise to talk more about this when we talk about the animals in the game. This map is based on a Japanese city also called Kyoto. The city is built in traditional Japanese architectural style. Some statues can be seen, sometimes a hand, sometimes a head, sometimes feet. Don't look at me like that. The city is crossed by a small river and also has some houses, probably representing a Japanese village. This map gives entrance to the temple dojo. The temple is made up of several different rooms, all of which are very similar but have a small difference between them. One of the most beautiful and peaceful maps. Just like Pit and Temple, this map is also made up of a large green field. Small wooden bridges connect different islands that are part of the map. Rivers are also present. This is one of the most random maps ever. You find all kind of things like this floating castle, this boat, this crystal, or even a giant demon. In this map, you can also find this window. This window gives you access to a new map. The ugliest map of all. A crime against my eyes. Everything here is extremely colorful with very vivid colors. The map is very large and has several structures. A small house with a sign that says love, two thrones for the prince and the princess of Happy Town. The map also has a maze, but be careful not to touch the walls. The walls of Happy Town are full of drawings of abstract faces, all as simple as if they had been drawn by a child. A fun fact is that some of these faces are present in a game for the PlayStation 1 that was also made by Osamo Sato. The scariest map. The environment is dark and it takes places in a coastal town. You can walk among the buildings and on the pier. It's no wonder that this city is the stage for most of the myths that surround this game. There are corpses around here and even people hanged. The entire map is dark and has a very heavy aura. It's really uncomfortable to walk around here. I have a feeling this map is the top of the temple. It's a very small place, but you have a very good view of the moon. These are long tunnels that appear to be made of flesh. One of these tunnels takes you to a sumo ring, where a fight is happening and you can watch them fight. This map isn't scary, but its concept is quite unsettling, but sumo wrestlers make the environment more friendly. From what I researched, this is considered a separate map, but it appears to be part of the apartment complex we saw earlier. The map is a long corridor. Reaching the end of it, there is a room where the walls fall down and reveal that you are in the sky. This map is a bridge made of fog with two suns at the ends. Their open mouths are tunnels that take you to another map. This map can be accessed through a window that exists on the map of the natural world. This map is small. It consists of an area surrounded by a void. Small floating white cubes are surrounding the map. A very comfortable map. This place is like a museum that has some replicas of famous monuments that represent different countries. Egypt, United States, United Kingdom, Easter Island. It's also a green and sunny place. Now let's talk about NPCs that I found. I will separate them into two groups, animals and monsters. Animals are the most harmless thing in this game. They always ignore you and are just there to create a scenario. Even animals like lions, all of them pass right by you. The flying elephant we saw earlier is also harmless. Even this dinosaur, I think it's a dinosaur. He's harmless, even though it scared me a lot. Monsters are creatures that we encounter throughout the game. I have never been attacked by any of them, but they can scare you sometimes as they always appear out of nowhere. Some of them are completely immobile, just like the ghost sailor which is located on the pier in the violence district, or the giant head that appears to be trapped in one of the cubicles of Bright Moon Cottage. Some of them move, but are also completely harmless, as is the case with the fetuses found in the flesh tunnels. Encountering these monsters for the first time is always strange, and some become even scarier depending on the texture of the map. The list of monsters is extensive. There are minotaurs, ghosts, and these strange things, I don't know what they are. All monsters seems to exist just to make the environment more alive, but there's this one that is special. The Greyman. This is the character that generates the most discussion around this game. I only met him this one time. He came towards me and then disappeared. Have you noticed that the same thing is always happening here? The monsters in this game are not real threats. They are intimidating and some even behave like threats, but just to make you explore the map, and this is one of the beauties of surrealism. Surrealism consists of delivering those who consume it something that deviates from the standards we are used to. It's difficult to explain exactly what happened in this game and be correct in my explanations. That's why Dream Emulator generates so many rumors. It's a game where you basically create the story according what your perception indicates. The game can surprise you with the new things that you always find in your dreams, but its biggest flaw is the size. The game is too long and doesn't offer that many new things to explore. Playing Dream Emulator becomes much more fun when you have some friends with you. But perhaps even the game's extensive length is part of the idea Sato had in mind when he created it. It's interesting to experience this game as an artistic project, not as a conventional game. Have you ever heard those stories about MMO games that were abandoned? Dream Emulator brings a little of this sensation mixed with surrealism. Walking through the maps of an outdated and empty digital world is a unique sensation. Lately, people on the internet have really enjoyed works that address these themes. Otherwise, Nostalgia Core and Jack Stauber wouldn't be so successful. And these are good examples of how abstract art can appear in different ways. So my recommendation is that you play Dream Emulator as a new experience, like the work of art that the game is. I haven't had the chance to try Sato's other games yet, but I intend to play them one day, and I imagine all of his games are very surrealistic. I don't judge the fame this game has gained. Surrealist works are often scary, but times have changed. Playing Dream Emulator in 2023 is like walking through a digital museum with different works of art. We are done for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.